Okay, sorry about that. Everything's online. You guys could hear me. Okay. Okay, let's start. I was thinking of redoing some stuff within the lore book. And I was thinking because every time I look at this book, when you pay attention to this book, there's always something that's kind of catching my eye a little bit. When you look at Five Nights at Freddy's, the word, pay attention to the center. IVENIG. It's bright. Or VENI. It's bright letters. So I thought maybe it's a clue or part of the lore. And then when you look at these words, you can see Freddy's name's almost fading, but at is brighter than all the rest. Same goes with the letters in the beginning as well. So try to remember that. You try to use that as a hidden clue to the lore. Now, I've been paying attention to this cover page a lot, but no one has mentioned hidden things within the thing. So when I was paying attention to this cover page, you don't see nothing, right? You only see blood and just blood. But then this caught my eye. Up here on the top, do you see that? It looks like a circle. You could see a circle going like a half moon shape, like a face, or some type of connection to one of the animatronics. And so what I was thinking is maybe this circle, this moon circle, you can barely see it, is connected to the lore. And when you keep on opening the book, the same thing appears in the next picture over. Half moon, again. And it keeps on repeating. And then it shows right here in the corner, half moon, like something put like a cup there or some type of thing. And then you get these little smudge stains repeating like in a loop. And then there it goes again, right above Foxy's head, moon shape. It's like something is trying to lure us to these little smudge stains. And there's a lot of these smudge stains, like old blood or could be like old things, but yeah. Now, moving on. So I was right about the Q. Good, I still have the magnifying glass. Now, sorry about my voice. Now, I was looking at this magazine very closely, and there could be a second number. Not just 53, but there's a second number to the book on the main page. On the main page on this side. Here, I'll show you. I was looking at it very closely at the letters, the bolt, and blank pins, dip pins. And I was looking at it very closely, and I kept on looking in the corner, the top corner of this magazine. very closely. It looks like a 3. Looks like a 3. So it's 5 something 3 3 or 1 3 or 7 3. Here, I'll show you. See that? That is another clue. So that means there is not just one number on the Foxy's magazine, or we call the Freddy's comic book. So what else are Freddy's comic book? So do you think that there's a comic book of the lore? And what if this magazine is connected to the lore, but a comic? What if they made comic books of the story? And that's where you see a kind of like a comic book on a different page, more at the end of the book of Freddy and Foxy. And they want you to like make some type of this right here. See, it's a magazine. See, it's a magazine. Look, you have a box magazine telling a story. So what if this is the one that Foxy's reading? What if this magazine is connected to that magazine in the beginning? Look at the picture. Look at the picture closely. A fox, Freddy. Red, brown. Foxy, Freddy. See? What if that magazine at the other page is the same magazine he's reading? And so I kept on looking at this magazine more, and then I try to zoom in with a magnifying glass at these bottom things right here to zoom in, try to get a closer look at it, and then I found this. And then I looked at the other one, the one right by it, and I kept on looking at it. And there's letters in it. I'll try my best. Hold on. I'm going to change my camera for a second to my Oculus for a second. Apparently my this Vive or whatever it is, HTC has a camera on it. I'm going to do it upside down. Just kidding. because it looks better on quality. Hold on. Ready? 3, 2. Yeah, better on quality. Hold on. I'm still trying to... I'm trying to turn off the grid thing. I don't like the grid thing. Sorry. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'm trying my best. Okay, let's try to see if this one works. Sorry, just cleaning it. Hope it works. This other one's kind of weird. Hold on. Looks way off. Switching it back. I'm trying to hold myself together. Sorry. Okay, I'll try my best to try to show you the thing, but first let me clean it. Oh, using the clean thing to clean the screen. Now, let's focus on this for a second. Sorry, bear with me. I'll just do it myself. Is the light on? Yeah. Sorry, trying my best. Hold on. Very hot. Hot weather. Actually, this will actually work better. You can actually see it from here. Now I'm going to zoom it in. I'm going to go back to the one I was talking about before. See that little dash? Look under the hook to the left, right by the 5. You can see that little black little outline. That little black outline right by the hook. Right by the hook, right by it. You saw that on the thing. That looks like a kind of like a circle, and then you have a right under the 3. Right under the 3. Little dash. So if anyone thinks it could be a letter or a number, I really don't know if it's either one, but 5 something 3. So let's look at the letters for a second. So you have from A to Z, Q is kind of similar, but it doesn't have that little circle, little dash mark. Wait, could it be Q? Oh, wait, I just spotted something. Hold on. I'll show you right now. See the 3? Hold on. Do you see it? Now let's go for the thing right underneath it. Hold on, I'm trying to hold it together. Hold on, let me move the light a little bit. There. See if that works. Now, when you look at the magazine, every magazine that comes out of magazine shops always has like a 3-digit number from um, 0, 1, or 001 saying first issue. But this one shows 1, 3. So this could be like a standard 013 or 513 issue. So when you're looking at this this little box, what Foxy's saying, or whatever Foxy's saying in the magazine, this little thing is like he's saying something, saying like 5 blank something to whoever's in the next, like by him, whoever's by him. Could be like another person, could be another animatronic, but he's saying something, 5 something, 3, like a whatever it is, whatever they're doing. Employees get free pizza. Let's look at this one. Let's look at this one. You see Bonnie and Freddie? Look at the flashlight. Flashlight's location. Pointing away from Freddie, but not towards Freddie. Because if you look at the angle of the flashlight very closely, it's pointing away like towards someone else, like in the background behind Freddie. It could be a time, it could be like a clock time saying when Freddie will be attacking, or it could be Bonnie's attacking. I was right about 2 o'clock. Remember the first Five Nights at Freddy at 2 o'clock? Bonnie started moving. Around 2. Now you have a time frame. So this book tells the time frame of the animatronics attack. So at around 3 o'clock, Chica moved. At around 4 o'clock, Bonnie moved again. And then at 5 o'clock, around 4 to 5, Freddy moved. But he didn't attack. He just moved looking at the camera on my first playthrough yesterday. Now, remember this flashlight? It's pointing directly up towards these. But to me, it's pointing that way. Out. It's pointing like out of the book. It's pointing out here. When you look at the direction, how it's remaining stationary and flat, perfectly flat, like it's perfectly angled out of the book. To me, it's like these flashlights is like someone's using them. But when you look at the page before, the animatronics are using the flashlights. It's like they can't see at all, or whatever it is. And here's another thing I was wondering about. Do you think this was part of the magazine? This right here. Between her, Bonnie, and Foxy chatting. They're talking about something. And then you see Freddy performing. Now, I was wondering about this. Does anyone pay attention to telemarks? You know those question marks that supposed to be straight up, that supposed to be like in a, just a little dash? But when you make real, real question marks, it's like a circle. But these ones are not circles. They're down, like drawn. So I'll show you right now. So this one is like a representation of like showing a exclamation point, like someone's yelling, like a letter. You know those letters that you draw out? And then there's the font location. The font like description of a different font. So when you look at the question marks in the book, the question dot supposed to be right directly under it, right? Like how I drew it. The first one. But when you look at these ones, don't worry, I'll use a microphone. I mean, not microphone. Whoops. You see that? Why is the dot far away from the quotation mark? If the quotation mark supposed to be close, like two dots right underneath it, not far away from it, there's a space. You can see there's a space between those little dots and the quotation marks above it. So I'm guessing these little marks are tilde marks. And guess what? On the other side, another space. Not funny. Telemarks. 2. On the next page. Right under Freddy. He says not funny. I think Mark or the other guy using Mark's pen. And then why did he says not funny and it's on Freddy performing? What's not funny? Is it where he's looking, his hand movements, where he's standing, or is it the chair, or is the background that's not funny? Or if whatever he's saying could be not funny. So I was thinking of these question marks could be tally marks as well. Same goes with these ones. So I was thinking of redrawing every tally marks in the book again, because the first tally mark that appears is on this page, very bottom. And by the way, if you don't know the page, this is page 9. Page 9, page 8. And the next page over is page 9, page 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And guess what? Right there, page 4, page 9. And there's tally marks right there. So it's 5, 5, 2, 1, 2. And then I kept on looking, and then there's heart shapes. And then there's these marks right here, print marks. 3, 1, 2, and then above it 5, 5. So 1, 2, 5, 5. So don't forget, print marks could be tally marks as well, or it could be a table. That print kind of messed up the table thing, and then you see a little pink eye. No, is it purple eye or pink eye? Pink eye. The toy hiding. The female doll, and balloon boy. The female balloon boy. I'm just saying. So you have 5, 2, 1, 2, 5, 5. And I was wondering about this one. On the Balloon Boys sign, there's a question mark as well. And that's what the question mark supposed to look like. This question mark supposed to look like this. Very close. You see it's very close. Always close to the dot, like I said. But when you're looking at the other ones, the tally marks, that's right here. I'll show you certain death. Look at this tally mark. Always spaced. Always spaced, not very close. I'm guessing the person that wrote these things was trying to clue in, trying to give you a clue with the number 2. Oh, by the way, when I was reading this little thing right here, it says, Carol, from the immortal land, the restless, because everything about this place is crazy and no one seems to notice except for me. But when you look at the letters, C is capitalized, T-I-R is capitalized, and no other letters. But when you pay attention to this thing, there's quotation marks. And you know quotation marks supposed to be like a half circle? These ones are down, like straight, like tally marks. So I was thinking that these quotation marks could be connected. Down, not circled, half circle. It's supposed to be like going into the sentence, but they're not. So you have now let's put it all together. 5 2 1 2 5 5 2 2 2 4 5 4 no 2 2 2 4 no 5 4 5 5 1 1 5 2 because when you look at this time, the 811, this 811 thing, they don't look like 1 at all. 1 supposed to be like like this and down and a line under it. Like this. This is 1. But when you're looking at the 9, 8, 11, looks like tally marks. So it could be 2. See, it looks like tally marks. So 2, and that's the last one. So let's grab all those tally marks and see where it comes with. Don't worry, I'm going to use the book of, I'm going to add the tally marks again, redoing everything. Should I put the page number to it for each tally mark? So if anyone wants to try it. Oh, by the way, the first night, Five Nights at Freddy's, the phone guy mentioned about the bite of 87. So it could be 1987. So that means Fazbear was created before the 1987. Could be at around 1985 or 1983 or 1980 for the Five Nights at Freddy's story. Or it could be way far past. It could be around 1980 something, 85 or something, or 87. We don't know how far back Fazbear's started the company. We don't know. Because you have to think of 5 things when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy's. 1, the finance. 2, getting a crew together, people together to help out, to decorate, to come together. 3, supplies. 4, what are they going to build, what their blueprints are going to be about, what they're going to put into the thing, what rides are they going to put in whatever when they're starting out. You have to think of the aspect of the building process before that. Okay, first tally mark I'm looking. Remember that quotation I was talking about? Supposed to be like a half circle. But when you're looking at that sentence, the immortal, it's not circle, it's just down, like tally marks. Wait, is that numbers? Hold on, I just found something. Hold on. Maybe it's just my imagination. Here, I'll bring it up. In this blood pool right here, if I was paying attention very closely, but it looks like there's a word right there. But it's very faint. It's kind of like blended into the blood. I see the number 8. Or T or whatever it is. Or S, E, 5, whatever it is. It's bottom of the page. You can barely see it. Moving on. First tally mark 5. Two, 1, 2, 5, 5, 5. Should I add this to the tally marks? That whatever's on the chalkboard? Looks like 2 lines, 2. Looks like tally marks to me. Should I add them? See right here? 1, 2. Looks like tally marks as well. I'm going to add it to the very bottom. Just like a backup plan. Okay, 2 for the immortal. 2, 5, 4, 5, 5. Should I add this as well? 1, 2, 3. It's on the, it looks like telemarks. I'm going to put on the very bottom as well, just in case. So 3. Sorry, it's freaking hot. I would put my fan, but the mic is right here. I'm using this head mic so you can hear me. Someone else. Does this look like a number 10 to you? Right here, right by underneath, it looks like a 10. Hold on, I'm going to use the magnifying glass so you can see it more clearly. Does that look like a 10 to you? Or a tally mark? It is blood splatter. But why does it look like a 10? 1, 0. I'm going to add that just in case. Kind of looks like it. It looks like it, but I can't tell. Oh, remember the circle in the beginning? Right behind Foxy's letter, there's a circle here with ears. Here's another one. 3. Again, on the chalkboard. And the weirdest part, the flashlight is not aiming it. So where is that coming from? Should I add the 23 from Foxy's handwriting? I'm going to add it to the bottom. Here goes another one. Right by pizza. Looks like a 1. Tally mark again. Another 1. Freddy's name. It's not a half circle. Don't worry, I'll fix it for you. It's not a half circle. Five. Right by this this format. Telemark. 5. We're gonna add 2. Done. So here's all the tally marks I found. 5, 2, 1, 2, 5, 5, 2, 2, 2, 5, 4, 5, 5, 1, 1, 5, 2. So we're gonna do it into 2 sections. We're gonna take the first 2, that is 5 and 2, and then put it as a column. So 5 will be going down or side, or 2 will be going down or side, or going in 2 different directions. We're gonna test out if it's 5 sideways or 5 down. Don't forget, there's 2 different columns, from 1 to 14 and 1 to 45. Remember that. Okay, so you ready, you guys? I hope this works. And it might give us the first clue, maybe. Hope anyone's writing this down. Oh, sorry, background noise. Okay, ready? So let's go to 5. That's E. And then 2, that's down, V. So it's V. Now let's do the other way. 5, that's Q, 2 side, R. So going sideways is V, but going downways it's R. So you get 2 different letters, 2 different directions. because it doesn't tell us what direction to go. It's only showing tally marks, and that's it. It doesn't say left or down. It doesn't show that way or that way. So we're going both ways. So we're going to put V, and then we're doing a separate line, R. One is, the R is going sideways. Okay, one, hold on. Okay, ready? 1, 2, that's B. And then going downways, 1, 2, that's R. So next, 5, 5. 5. That's U going sideways. But going down the other way, same one, U. I'm going to put check marks above those tally marks. So 2, that's S. And then going 2, 1, 2, that's S again. And should we use the tally marks in the maze? The word search maze? I think we could do that as well. We're going to do that as well to see if it comes with a different letter or number. So could be the tally marks go to the word page as well. So we'll do that as well. We'll do that as well. 2, 5. 2, 5 down. R. Two, 5, V. Now 4, 5, that's T. 4, 5, D. 5, 1, 5, E, 1, 5, 1, that's Q, 1, 5, 1, 5, that's E. And then 1, 5, Q again. What else? 2. That's B, and that's R. Okay, now we're going to the word search. Okay, here's the word search. We're going to use the tally marks on that too. So, first one, so 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's S going sideways. But hold on, I messed up. And then second row, C. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then second row, C. C, first row, second column, S, so we're going to do the first one sideways first, and then we'll come back and do it downways. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 1, 2, 1, wait, 1, 1, 2. Wait, I messed up. No, that's 3. That's row 3. That's S. Okay. 5 sideways, 5 down. Directly on 0. Make that not 0. O. CSO. Not joking. I can see CSO. I can see it. Okay, we'll cross out the ones that we did sideways first. Now 2, 1, 2, second row, 1, 2, M. Two, 5, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. M. Four, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, E. 5, 1, 5, 1, that's S. 1, 5, 1, 5, that's S. First row, fifth 1. And then 2, that's a T. So CSO 0, no. CSOMMESST. That's going sideways. Now let's do down. So 5 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's S. No, not S. 2, that's M. So first row, second one, E. Fifth row, fifth one. One, two, three, four, five. That's right here's O. Second row, second one, M. Meow. Not joking. Second row, fifth one, C. Fourth row, fifth one, T. Fifth row, first one, S. First row, fifth one, S. Wait, no, not S. First row, fifth one. First row, fifth one. Hold on, I think I'm doing this wrong. Because I've been doing it like this. This is first column, second column, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, all the way to the last one. But then you have the sideway version. First column, second, third, going down. So first column, fifth one. So that's an S. But do I go sideways or do I go 5 more down? So I'm going to put an S. I think I messed up the second one. Fifth row, first one, that's an S. Fifth row, that's S. First one, that's an S. 2 S's, okay. Fourth row, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth one. That's a T, but I don't know if I should go sideways or get the one right underneath it. That's an S, but shows right here it's an I for the fourth row, fourth row, fifth one, T. I'll get back at you on that. Fifth row, first one, S, or should I get the O? First row, fifth one. O. And then 2 down, 2, that's S. But if I go sideways, first row, second one, that's S. But if I go 2 side, second one, that's M. I need to figure out this, what is it, should I do in columns or do I do it side columns? So fifth row, fifth one, first one, S, first row, fifth one, S, second row, that's S. So M, E, O, N, M, O, O, N, okay. So M, E, O, M, C, T, S, S, T, S, S, S. That's a lot of S's. Okay, I'll get back at you. I'm going to make a different grid. I'm going to make the word search into column form, making box shapes on the next page over. And I'll get back to you guys. Peace.